They say marriage is about growing together, but what happens when one person decides to grow alone and leaves you behind? What happens when the same person who once held your hand through your darkest days suddenly sees you as a burden instead of a partner? That's what happened to me. I watched the woman I married, the one who used to cry in my arms and whisper forever, change into someone I no longer recognized. And the craziest part? It wasn't money, it wasn't infidelity, it wasn't even betrayal at first. It was a gym membership. It started innocently. A New Year's resolution, a little running, a little salad. I supported it, encouraged it even. She wanted to get in shape, feel better about herself, and I was proud of her. Drove her to the gym sometimes, cheered her on when she said no to dessert. But slowly it became something else. It wasn't just about health anymore. It was about image, about attention, about proving something. And somewhere along the way, I stopped being her teammate and became her excuse for everything she wanted to leave behind. The compliments from others rolled in. Strangers started noticing. Her social media blew up with selfies. You look amazing. What's your secret? Damn girl, your husband must be lucky. But instead of turning back to me with pride, she started turning away. I'd walk into the room and the phone would flip face down. She started going out with friends more, staying later, wearing things she never wore when we went out together. The glow up wasn't just physical, it was emotional detachment in disguise. At first, I thought I was imagining things. Maybe I was just insecure, so I tried harder. Date nights, helping more around the house, encouraging her. I even joined the gym with her, thinking we could connect again. But she didn't want a partner. She wanted freedom. She wanted validation from others, and she started acting like I was the anchor holding her back. Then came the day. I'll never forget it. She sat me down on the couch, calm as ever, like she was canceling a cable subscription. I think I've outgrown this marriage, she said. I need to explore what else is out there. Just like that, no anger, no fight, just cold calculation. As if I was a phase she'd grown out of. She filed the papers a week later, no therapy, no working things out. She already had her mind and her future planned, and just like that, I was alone. 10 years erased by 6 sheets of paper. I moved out, found a cheap apartment, and spent the first month trying to make sense of it all. I replayed every moment in my head, every compliment I gave her, every sacrifice I made, and the only answer I could come up with was this: I stayed loyal to a woman who viewed loyalty as weakness. But pain is a strange thing. At first, it drowns you, then it sharpens you. I stopped wondering what I did wrong and started focusing on what I could control. My body, my mind, my purpose. I hit the gym, not to get revenge, but to rediscover myself. I reconnected with friends. I threw myself into my work. I read more, slept better, spoke less. And slowly, the man I had buried beneath years of emotional compromise began to rise. And while I was healing in silence, she was out living the life she thought she deserved. Fancy dinners, trips, party photos, a carousel of new friends. But I saw the cracks from afar, the fake laughs, the constant need for attention, the slow unraveling. Because you can upgrade your body, but if your soul is still starving, it shows. Then came the message, a year later, out of nowhere. Hey, just wondering how you've been. I saw your latest post. You look great. Miss talking to you. I stared at the screen, not with anger, not even with nostalgia, but with clarity. Because in that moment, I realized she didn't miss me. She missed the version of me that had always loved her more than she loved herself. More texts followed, casual, harmless on the surface. But I could see what was happening. The man she thought would give her the world only offered her attention when the filters were on. And the truth? She wasn't prepared for the loneliness that comes after mistaking compliments for connection. Eventually, she said it. I made a mistake. I thought I needed something more, but I think I was just chasing an idea. She even said, "You were always the one who loved me without conditions." I didn't see it until it was too late. And for the first time in years, I didn't feel broken. I felt healed. I told her I forgave her. I meant it. But forgiveness doesn't mean return. It means release. Because what she gave up wasn't just a husband, it was a future with a man who would have weathered every storm with her. And what she chased instead was a fantasy with no foundation. You see, men like me don't beg. We rebuild. We don't lash out. We level up. And when the dust settles, we're not the ones texting "I miss you." We're the ones whose peace speaks louder than any "I'm sorry" ever could. She wanted to see what else was out there, and she did. But she didn't find better. She found new, and new isn't always better. Sometimes it's just unfamiliar pain in prettier packaging. If you're a man going through this, if she's suddenly outgrown you after you helped her grow, understand this: her departure is not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of her own internal chaos. Her inability to appreciate consistency, her addiction to attention. Let her go. Not with bitterness, but with power. Let her chase the light she thinks she needs, because eventually she'll realize that glow was coming from you the entire time, and by then, you'll be too far ahead to look back. I don't hate her. I don't wish her pain. But I do hope she learns that looking good is not the same as feeling whole, and I hope she understands one day that real love isn't found in comments and DMs. It's found in silence, in struggle, in staying when it's not convenient. My life today? It's peaceful, purposeful, surrounded by people who actually see me, not just my reflection, and I wouldn't trade that for 1,000 perfect Instagram posts. She tried to circle back when the spotlight faded, but I don't live in the past. I'm too busy building a future with someone who values not just the man I've become, but the one who fought to become him. So if she left you because she got better, good, let her have her moment, and you have your legacy.